The Bible tells us that there is one mediator between God and man, the man Christ Jesus. This statement is profound, even shocking, when we grasp its implications. It points to the heart of the Christian faith, a truth both glorious and mysterious, the dual nature of Jesus Christ. Christ is both fully God and fully man. He is not a mixture of the two, nor does he shift between them. He is eternally God, the second person of the Trinity, who took on human flesh and lived a perfect life, died a sacrificial death, and rose again, conquering sin and death for all who believe. This mystery of godliness, as the Apostle Paul calls it, is not something we can fully comprehend with our finite minds. Yet it is essential for our salvation and our understanding of God. This essay seeks to shed light on this amazing truth, exploring the divine and human natures of Christ, their inseparable union in his one person, and why this is the cornerstone of our faith. The Bible leaves no room for doubt about Jesus' divine nature. From the Old Testament prophecies to the New Testament declarations, his deity shines forth. Isaiah prophesied of a child to be born who would be called Mighty God, Everlasting Father. In the New Testament, John's Gospel begins with a powerful declaration. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. This Word became flesh and dwelt among us in the person of Jesus Christ. Throughout his ministry, Jesus claimed divine authority. He forgave sins, a prerogative belonging solely to God. He asserted his oneness with the Father. He accepted worship, something reserved only for God. The resurrection is the ultimate proof of Christ's divinity. He conquered death, proving his power over all creation. As Paul writes, he was declared to be the Son of God in power according to the Spirit of holiness by his resurrection from the dead. While affirming Christ's deity, we must also affirm his full humanity. He was not a divine being merely masquerading as a man. He was truly man, born of a woman, Mary, under the law. The Gospels give us glimpses into his human experiences. He felt hunger and thirst, weariness and sorrow. He wept at the tomb of Lazarus. He experienced temptation, yet never sinned. Christ's humanity reached its climax on the cross. He endured the excruciating pain of crucifixion, a brutal form of Roman execution. He bore the weight of the world's sin, experiencing separation from the Father. The writer of Hebrews reminds us that Jesus was tempted in every way, just as we are, yet he did not sin. This sinless life and sacrificial death are what qualify him to be our perfect substitute and high priest, mediating on our behalf before God. Why is it crucial that Christ possesses both a divine and a human nature? The answer lies in the very purpose of his coming to reconcile sinful humanity with a holy God. As God, he had the power and authority to forgive sins and conquer death. As man, he could identify with our weaknesses, temptations, and struggles. He could offer a perfect sacrifice, one that fully satisfied God's righteous demands on our behalf. Hebrews states that we have a high priest who can sympathize with our weaknesses. This sympathy stems from his personal experience of living in the limitations of a human body, facing the same trials we face. Without his divinity, his sacrifice would lack the power to atone for the sins of the world. Without his humanity, he could not truly represent us or sympathize with our struggles. Both natures are essential for him to be the perfect mediator between God and humanity.